totally going to be able to see the microphone under my white shirt, but this is a low effort video. This video is not gonna have like all the cute graphics and transitions and my cute little montage in the beginning because I'm giving myself some grace and some breathing room, hence the name of the video. I've been feeling pretty burnt out. If you can tell, I have a little congestion and I sound a little raspier than normal. I have been sick for the last week, and this always happens where I get really sick after I've been overworking myself and I haven't taken a break and I haven't taken a day to relax, and I just think to myself, just, keep pushing through until you reach X goal or until you get to this X vacation. And it always happens where I get really sick and I'm forced to lay in bed all week, and then I beat myself up for not being productive while I'm laying in bed all the time, and it's just a vicious cycle. Yeah, I've missed a couple of uploads to YouTube the last, maybe 2 weeks, and then I missed one a couple weeks ago. It's always a tension between, well, I have to upload every single week, otherwise my channel will never grow and I won't be successful and I won't ever change my life or accomplish the things that I want to accomplish in life. And also the whole, you have a million other things going on, so this needs to take a back burner, and it's okay. You missing 1 or 2 video uploads on Mondays is not going to change the trajectory of your entire future in your career. I know that to be true. Still can't come to tell myself that. But I thought while I was taking a little bit of an easier time with video editing and filming, I thought I would make this video, and that even though it wouldn't be maybe as fun and it would be a little bit more ranty than the other videos, maybe it would resonate with some people. I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and we were talking about the industry overall and how overworked people are and the culture surrounding the career and how we are supposed to work. We go to college or, design school or architecture school. I feel like this also applies to the architecture industry as well, not necessarily just interior designers. But we go to school, and the way that it's set up is you have your normal classes and then you have your studio classes, and the studios are so time consuming, and it's kind of like you're not working on these projects in class really, you're working on them completely outside of class. And so that means that design school entails a lot of long nights and pulling all-nighters to get your projects done. And, that's kind of the culture of design and architecture school. You gotta hustle, you gotta grind, you gotta stay up all night, you gotta get your projects done. And then we come into the real world, and we are still on that same mentality, and it transitions over to our professional life, where we then also go home and have families and social lives, and it's not sustainable to keep up that same hustle and grind, pull all-nighters mentality that we had in college, when that was literally the only thing that we had to do. That was our only job, was to be in school. I feel like, at several companies I've worked with, and even just my friends in the industry, we've all said this, and, we all kind of hate it, that it's just the simple fact. There's almost like this competition. Who can work later? Who worked the most amount of hours this week? Whose timesheet was the worst? Oh, I was here until 9 p.m. on Friday and I had to miss my dinner. Oh, because, the client made these changes. So I'll be here all night. Have fun, guys. I gotta be here all night because I'm so important to this project. And then there's that feeling okay, well, I'm not pulling all-nighters. And this is how I felt a lot in a lot of jobs that I've had, and even still now. If I am working my 40 hours a week that I'm supposed to be working, and I'm not pulling all-nighters, and it's not taking me late nights to finish a project or an assignment, then I must not be doing a good job, and I must not be trying that hard, and those people must be way more talented and just overall better at their jobs because they're here so much and they're so much more dedicated. To me, that's bullshit. Absolutely bullshit. We are paid to work our hours that we're paid to work. Not to mention that this is a field that most people typically don't get paid for overtime unless you work for yourself, which then you would be charging hourly, and then, it all depends and you make your own hours. But overall, I feel like interior designers and architects as a profession, the value of what we do has decreased over time. And I'm not so much talking about the rise of Pinterest and HGTV and all of those very commercialized things. You know, TikTok people are flipping houses on their own, or they're just aspiring interior designers and they just became an interior designer or decorator. I'm not talking about that, which has a huge part to do with it and something that also irks me a little bit. I'm mostly talking about the fact that I feel like people see us as artists and not so much as we are professionals performing a 9-to-5 job. Designers and architects, I mean, we are supposed to be the creatives, and we're conceptual, and we're artists, and therefore we should be laboring over our craft, and we should love to work late because we're passionate about our craft. Yes, that can be true. No, I am not just doing this for fucking fun. Excuse my language. I am doing this also to get paid. I like doing it. I really enjoy it, and that's why I chose this career. Am I doing work for clients and am I working at firms because I like it and I want to volunteer my time? Hell no. I'm doing it because I need to get paid and because it's a job. And I don't want to spend my whole weekend working for a deadline because, a client changed their mind or because a boss says I have to stay late or whatever. Like, I'm doing that because if I don't, then I'll get fired or I won't make money. Like, whatever. Maybe I'm getting a little too in the weeds about this. But bouncing off of the thought of working harder, longer hours, we need to push these out. I feel like just the general culture of the world and America is you need to hustle, you need to grind. If you walk, you're going to stay in the exact same spot or regress. If you run, you might stay in the same spot or advance at an average pace. If you don't sprint and hustle and have 3 jobs at once and work every single second of your life, then you are not going to get anywhere in life and you're not going to be successful. This is something that I struggle with so much because I honestly believe it to be true. I think a lot of people can get lucky and they can work smarter and not harder. And I think, yes, I definitely need to learn how to work smarter, not harder, so I don't get burnt out, things like this. But it's just the simple fact of, especially living in New York City, it's so expensive to live here. The average interior designer doesn't make that much money. If you watched my quick plug, if you watched my How Much Does an Interior Designer Make in 2023 video, I'll do a little card or I'll link it down in the description. One of the reasons, or I would say one of the main reasons why interior designers always have side projects and side clients and side hustles and they have their own business in addition to working at a firm is because we just don't make that much money if you go the typical route and you're working at a firm. We need to make that extra money in order to survive in this city or this country, just in this time that us millennials are living in, and Gen Z. Hi Gen Z. I'm like kind of a zillennial. I'm like young millennial. We're going to our job and then we have to come home and do our second job and our third job to get by, to also advance, to get out of our current situation, to change our life, to chase our dreams. But it's just like a constant hamster wheel. And so like, how do I give myself some grace and some breaks and reframe my mindset so that that's not the case, and know that I am still on the right path to where I want to go. If I don't upload a video to YouTube, I'm not going to all of a sudden lose all my subscribers. And it's just like my brain is like, maybe this video that I was supposed to post today is the one that goes big and goes viral. That's like simply not true. And like, how could I ever predict that? So that's the end of that thought. Now, I don't work at a firm anymore, but I would argue that as an entrepreneur, albeit you get to make your own hours and you get to pick and choose whatever you want to do, your 9-to-5, as they say, turns into your 24/7, which I totally knew going in. I love working and I definitely am the kind of person that if I have free time, I'll go and do some work, and I kind of a workaholic and I like it within reason if it's like fun and I'm interested and passionate about it and I'm excited about this project. But it feels like, going back to that hustle culture, there's so much pressure to build your client base, to be on social media, all the platforms. You got to be on YouTube, you got to be on Instagram, you got to be on TikTok, you got to be going to the networking events, you got to get lunch with everyone, you have to go to every single industry event, you got to go to ICFF and BDNY and Build New York, and you have to meet everybody. And if you don't go to that networking event that your friend of a friend of a friend's rep's friend invited you to, maybe that's the opportunity that you are missing out on meeting a client, on networking, on someone that could really help propel your business. it's so hard to pick and choose what are the things that are really going to benefit me and what are the things that I could probably say no to. That's the question. Don't have an answer for you. You know, I'm one person doing everything. I don't have someone to run those different aspects. You know, if I had the time and the means and the, you know, more success of the channel, like I would love to hire a team. I would love to have someone behind the camera press the little button instead of me sitting down, pressing the button, sitting down, checking myself, press the button, sitting down, checking it again. If you are watching this and we've done a video collaboration in the past, then you get it. I'm literally running around checking all the mics, checking all the things. That's why some of the videos are blurry and audio's weird or not there, whatever. I'm doing it all myself. So, so because I'm just one person, there's that anxiety about always needing to be productive. You know, I'm doing everything. There's always something to be done. Instead of sitting here and watching TV or instead of going out to dinner, like, you know, I could be editing a video. I could be working on this project. I could be sending cold emails. Like I could be doing all these different things. So how am I going to deal with burnout, you ask? I'm not. And I'm currently not because I'm currently sick. Proof. Something that I'm trying to do is time block, and I feel like this has been really effective, especially me the last couple of days coming out of being sick and trying to get my life back on track, missing kind of a whole week of work and events and being productive. I have this like anxiety of I have so much stuff to do, I missed a whole week, like I have so many emails, I have so many things that I have to do. Time blocking for me, the last even just 3 days that I've been really doing it obsessively has helped so much, and scheduling in times where I'm allowing myself to have a break, or I'm allowing myself to sit and have dinner, or I'm allowing myself to take my dog for a walk. That relieves a little bit of the pressure that's like, okay, I scheduled this hour in to do that. When I'm on my walk, I don't need to be thinking about what kinds of things I should be doing instead, or what kinds of things I have to do later because it's already written down. In general, for me, if I don't write it down or if it's not in my calendar, it doesn't exist. So I try to write down as much as possible my to-do lists or just my to-do this week list, any thoughts that I have in my brain. So I'm like mentally unloading those thoughts and they're not just ruminating, and I'm not afraid that I'm going to forget about something. I've written it down, and so I can just forget about it and it's fine and relieve myself of some of that stress. I think giving myself a day off on the weekends is something I need to do more. And I think one of the reasons why I got sick was because, so like a week and a half ago, I had a crazy busy week of work and I had an event every night. I had like a networking event, and then I had like cheer practice. I'm on an adult cheerleading team, FYI, little tidbit. And then I had like a birthday, and I had another birthday, and then I had a dinner plan, and then things just kept piling up on my calendar. And even throughout the week, I was so busy every single day. Like I didn't have a day to relax. That like 2 straight weeks, even maybe 3 straight weeks of not having a day off to just relax, lay in bed and go on a walk and take care of myself, that really affected me. And I think that's why I ultimately got sick. And I felt myself getting sick, but I still had things to do the following days. So I was just thinking to myself, push through, like take a day off in 3 days. Like when you're done with this and this event's over. Even after I got sick, I still wouldn't relax. Like I still did those things. And I literally didn't give myself a second. Even while I was hacking up a lung or like I couldn't get out of bed, like I would literally go take a nap and then I'd get up and I'd go to that dinner plan that I like couldn't miss. So taking a day off, maybe Sundays, is like something that I'm going to try to do. Literally force myself to not do anything. Just like go on a walk, watch TV, lay in bed, sleep in, whatever. Another thing that I need to do that I've really been slacking on, which I think contributed also to me getting sick and just overwhelmed and stressed, is I need to be eating healthier and just taking care of myself physically. Something that I forget a lot is that your physical health is really tied to your mental health. When I'm overworked and overstressed and I am overscheduled, I don't eat healthy. I'm like grabbing a snack or a granola bar. I'm like drinking coffee and going. Like coffee is my breakfast. And sometimes I don't eat lunch. Actually, a lot of the times I don't eat lunch because I have meetings. I'm running around the city. I'm not scheduling time to working out because If I'm working out, I could be doing something else. Working out is not going to get you ahead in your career and take your business to the next level. Working will, so you should work. You should wake up early and work instead of wake up early and go to the gym, because that's stupid. Which is kind of, working out is kind of stupid, but like still I need to do it more. So yeah, taking care of my physical health in addition to mental health, emotional health of like taking breaks and stuff is going to help, and hopefully it can help you if you're also feeling the same way. So that's the end of this rant. Thanks for sticking around. I'm going to not take a nap. I'm actually going to film another video after this because I already have all my stuff set up and I feel the need to be productive right now, even though I'm sick. So we're going to start these burnout helping tips tomorrow after I film this. So anyways, thanks. Have a great week, and we will be resuming our regularly scheduled video programming next Monday, where we'll have an actual interior design topic to talk about and teach you and have some fun. But until then, go take a nap, watch some TV, and eat something before you drink your morning coffee. You know you should be doing that. Coffee's not your breakfast. Okay, bye.